What's up sub fans around the world, and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing something special, and you can probably guess by the title of this video. So I drove 1,000 kilometers approximately to get this, and this is super unique. As of right now you can't buy it anywhere. There has been some reproduction runs of it, so you will be able to order it in the future as well. I think so, at least. So I'm gonna link down below in the info box so you can order yours kit if you like to, but as of right now there are none, zero. So I got in contact with this guy from the NG95 group at Facebook, and he was kind enough to let me buy his kit because he had bought a kit in 2016 and he recently sold the car, and he had just had the kit laying in the storage. So I'm gonna show you it in detail. So here we have it. This is so mega. This is one of the side skirts. So this is the Hirsch Bodykit for NG95. So it just glues on to the outside, and what it does, this piece right here covers up this little piece right here, which many are not so fond of having. A lot of people don't like it. Doug DeMuro and others that have reviewed the car some time ago didn't like it at all. And here we have the amazing front bumper, and this kit just flows so good with the original lines of the body. It just extends the body and just make them more pronounced. So it's super great. It makes the car a little bit lower, a little bit wider, and a little bit longer. So it's a little bit better in every way. So we're gonna mock up that kit, but first we're gonna try another purchase that I have done. So last year or last season I ran 21-inch wheels, and they look good. 21-inch wheels is probably the ultimate size for NG95s. It fills out the wheel well perfect, but it's not the biggest. I think I have seen one with 24-inch rims, and that is way too big. But I have been so interested in trying 22s, and when I got this Hirsch kit there was no doubt about it. I want to try 22s. So I bought this ones. This is Ocean Deep, and this rim has a really deep lip, which I really love. So the lip on these rims are almost 100 millimeters. It really is. So quite deep. So these need to get like polished a little bit. There are no curb brushes whatsoever, but the centerpiece is a little beaten up in some places. And actually the seller that sold these rims to me, he said the bolt pattern was 5 through 120, but it wasn't. It's 530, so they didn't fit. But I had planned to run spacers anyways. So I got my package from spacer.se that always delivers the quality goods. So if you want to convert from one bolt pattern to another, 16 millimeter is the smallest you can go. So this is a 16 millimeter that converts it to 5 through 120, so it fits. And these rims are 9.5 inch wide, 22 inch big, of course. The tires are 255/30 22s, and the rim has an offset of 45, so it's quite a high offset. So I have done a lot of calculating, and I have looked at the other cars that I had before, what offset I ran on those cars. I have compared to other owners that also runs 22-inch rims, but as of right now I don't think I have seen any NG95s with a really deep lip yet. Most of the rims are like flat to the outside or just a little bit of concave. So I think this will fit pretty good. So I'm gonna run a 16-inch spacer in the front, so that will make the offset 29 if I don't calculate wrong. And in the rear I'm gonna run a 25 spacer, 25 millimeter. So in the rear we will have a 20 offset. So it will be quite aggressive in the rear, but as you can see, the rims are pretty wide, so they have a bit of stretch to them. And you will see the arches and the wheel wells on the 9.5 is so big. This is my winter tires. They are 17-inch and they look like teeny tiny on this car. The car is so big. And as of right now, I think I am the only one running home-built coilovers on the Hyperstrut chassis. So of course, now we're just gonna throw on the wheels, see how the fitment is, see how close we get to the fender, and also mock up the body kit to see how everything works together, because it's going to be a little bit lower in the front and on the sides, and that little piece right there is going to get covered up. So I think it will be pretty nice. And I am not decided yet if I should paint the body kit in the color of the car or do something fun. You know what I mean. So let's start to throw on the tires first and the spacers, and then we will continue with the body kit. I think I will need to raise the suspension a little bit. It will tuck in a little bit more when it lowers. So I think this will be really tight fitment. So it's sticking out just a little bit, but you can see the top of the tire is inside of the fender. And when we lower it, it will tuck in a little bit more. So I think this will be pretty good. As I said before, might need to raise the suspension a little bit, but we will see. Oh my god. Now we are talking fitment to the max. Look at this. As I said, the wheel tucked in really nice. And I need to let go of the handbrake because it lowers a little bit further. But here, let me get something. This is a scraper to be able to tint windows. Yeah, it's free. Perfect. As I said, it needs to be raised a little bit, but the front came out perfect, I think. Tucked in that little bit that I wanted. It looked a little bit scary at first, but here you have some clearance. It's not that tight. Ooh. So now, running winter time, I have raised the car a little bit in the front. So summertime I usually go a little bit lower. So we need to fix this stance a little bit, raise the rear a little bit and lower the front just a bit. I think the front will be quite okay as it is actually. And then just raise the rear a little bit, but that fitment is insane with the lip. It just follows the body line, and then you see the centerpiece and the really deep dish wheel. Nice. So if you guys have any suggestions for painting the centerpiece of the wheel that might look nice, please comment down below. I'm up for suggestions. Because this polished rim I will keep, no doubt, but might do another color for the center. But I really like the silver, because the silver matches with the details in the front. And actually, since it's a deep dish rim, I don't think it looks that stupid. It's 22s, but it doesn't look insanely big. I don't think so, at least. Some of you might say, oh, that's too big, but haters gonna hate. This is baller status. 20. So I dropped the handbrake and look what happened. It's even tighter. So this is what I call fitment. It's calculated on the millimeter, so definitely needs a raise, but damn. So now we're gonna mock up the body kit. Actually the front snaps in pretty good as it is. So we're gonna start with the front bumper or the front lip, and then just tape up the side as good as we can. So it snaps in really easy actually. Of course now my license plate is in the way. But on the other side you can see a little bit better. It just snaps in. Of course this will be glued into place so it sits perfect. But the fitment is really good. So here you can see what I said earlier, it really builds down low. So when you get this extra, I don't know how much it builds actually, I'm gonna check that later. But I would say 10-20 millimeters or something like that. Calculate around the wheel well. So the 22s doesn't look that insane anymore. Especially when you lower the car with coilovers and get that extra edge down there. So now we're gonna add the sides. It will line up a million times better when it's glued in place and when that little piece in the front is gone, because the skirt is supposed to tuck in right here, so now it's just sitting pressed on the outside. But otherwise the fitment is really good, so it lines up perfectly with the side. And as I said, it makes the car a little bit wider and also a little bit lower. So even though I'm running 22s pretty low, the car sits pretty damn low with these side skirts and this body kit. Then I need to get a spoiler and also the diffuser to make the kit complete. But as of right now, I think this will be so sick. The car just transforms into a beast with this beefy kit. I mean, the NG95 is a beautiful car in just the most basic spec there is. Even if you got a linear or if you got a vector, it's amazing. Then if you jump up to the aero package, the front just transform the car to another level. And when you add the Hirsch Bodykit, it's just, this is the max level. So this is really hard to beat in my opinion. Just add that extra flavor to the car. And you can see how crooked the car sits in the garage. I don't know if you can tell, but the 22s is big, man. So this will be really sick next summer to bring this car out with the rims. I don't know how they will look, but I have ordered a centerpiece, new sub, black ones, because it comes with this 4 rings to rule them all. So what do you guys think about this? Please leave a comment down below. And then we will get back to the 500 horsepower build. This was just a short little video in between what's coming up next year. And just like that, we are back to stock boring mode again. So as I said earlier, if you have any questions, please comment down below. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, it means a lot to me. Makes me want to do this even more. So please stay tuned to the channel and I will see you in the next one. Bye!